So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, Dale here from Z4 Games, and as you can see, my god, this set is going to break the bank so hard because the Dark Magician support that it's been given so far is insane. This is the brand new card that we've just had revealed to us as well, as alongside a new Synchro card, Pendulum card, and Hero card, and a Gargagar card as well. Now, what I will mention straight off the top is if you actually look at the set codes, this is JP004. So, going off of the numbers that we currently have revealed for the Dark Magician, that we are actually missing JP003, meaning there is one more card worth of support. I don't think it's going to beat this card, but it's certainly going to be very, very close. So, this card is insane. Such a good card, and it also means that you can technically Azathoth, and by Azathoth what I mean is you can Magician of Chaos Max during your opponent's turn with ease. So this card is called Dark Magic Secrets. You can activate one of the following effects. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control or in your hand, including at least one Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl as fusion materials. Cool effect already. Second effect is busted. Ritual summon one ritual monster from your hand by tributing monsters you control or in your hand, including at least one Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, whose combined levels are greater than or equal to the level of the ritual monster. This just made him so much easier to play. It is a quick play, which means you can drop it during your opponent's turn. Now, if you drop it during your opponent's turn and you have nothing else, you can tribute himself, but you risk running into a Call by the Grave. However, because this actually lists Dark Magician's name, you could normal summon Rod. Rod could search this out. You could then use the incantations if you wanted to try and extend the board or anything else to get the ritual monster to hand. Now this is a little bit specific, but then what you would then do is search this off of Rod, set this off of Rod, pass your opponent's turn, then activate this during your opponent's turn, tribute off Dark Magician and maybe an Effect Veiler or another card in hand, bring out the Magician of Chaos Max, tribute off your Rod. That will then trigger your opponent's, means your opponent can no longer activate monster effects during that turn. Then if you really, really wanted to, you could use Rod's effect to tribute off your Magician of Chaos Max and add it back to your hand. Now, obviously, as long as you do that after the change resolved, it doesn't matter if it gets called by the Grave. It then means you've got Rod back in hand to normal summon the next turn and search out maybe an Eternal Soul. It does stun your opponent for an entire turn, not to mention any of the other cards you might have to hand that could cause your opponent a heck of a lot more issues. Now that was the first new card revealed to us today from this awesome set. The issue is it is a Legendary Duelist set, which as most of you can see from the most recent Legendary Duelist set that we've had, Banes and Adusted Golds were short prints for you guys out in America, and here in Europe we had a couple of other short prints as well. So knowing that Dark Magician is a fan favourite, it's probably going to be just as annoying to get a hold of. Moving on to the Hero card. Does this look familiar? It should do. It's from the start of the anime. So, this one is called Generation Next. Again, it is a quick play spell. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. If your opponent's life points are higher than yours, take one Elemental Hero monster, Karibo monster, or Neospatial monster whose attack is equal to or lower than the difference in life points from your deck or graveyard, and either add it to your hand or special summon it. But you cannot activate card effects, or you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that name for the rest of this turn. It's just a nice little free summon. So if you've already got a Mask Change, you just bring out another Dark Elemental Hero monster and go straight into a Dark Claw. It's pretty much a costless Heroes Lives, but then you lose the ability to activate the effect. Moving on to the third card, and this is of course the brand new Synchro card, going off the animes in sequence. Obviously you've got the original Yu-Gi-Oh, then you've got GX, and now we are on 5Ds. This one is Synchro Chase, continuous spell card. If you Synchro summon a Warrior, Synchron or Stardust Synchro monster, you can target one of the materials used for the Synchro summon in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. You can only use each effect once per turn, or this effect once per turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of the effects of your Synchro monsters, whose original names include Warrior, Synchron or Stardust. Again, this card is actually amazing for the deck. My only disappointment is I would have loved this to involve TGs, because then it means that TGs would have that a little bit of extension and a little bit more protection as well. It's still an incredibly good card, do not take that away from it at all, but it is very, very good. Now, the last one we got was Entomate Popup, or Performer Power Pop-Up. So it's a normal spell card. This is obviously for the Pendulum Era. So you can only activate one of these cards' names per turn. So first effect, send up to 3 cards from your hand to the graveyard, draw that many cards. Then if you have 2 cards in your Pendulum Zones, you can special summon Performer Power, Magician, or Pendulum Monsters, Pendulum Monsters and or Odd Eyes Monsters with different names and levels between exclusively the Pendulum Scales of the cards in your Pendulum Zones, up to the number of cards you drew. If you do not special summon, you lose 1,000 life points for each card in your hand. So the idea is you ditch 3 with your Pendulum Scales set up and then draw 3. It's not busted by any means, but it is an additional summon that the deck could use just to extend a little bit further. Heck, even if you were to discard 1 to get an additional monster on board that could extend that little bit further. It really does depend on how much you want to invest into that card. We then also have the brand new Gargoyle monster. I haven't seen the effect for that one as of yet. But then just coming off of Legendary Duelist, as this is another card that we had announced today, is a brand new Ghost Trick card. Now, the biggest issue, like Donald mentioned to me earlier with Ghost Tricks, is they kind of died the second Link format come out. So unless they were going to get a card that turned a monster to face down attack position, just to bypass the Link monsters not being able to go to defense and be exclusive for Ghost Tricks, we can't really see them dominating or really doing anything to the meta. That being said, Ignition Assault does introduce us to a brand new Ghost Trick monster, so you never know what Konami is thinking. They could very well be introducing a new Ghost Trick kind of set of support. So it cannot be normal summoned unless you control a Ghost Trick monster. Number 1, during your main phase you can change this card to face down defense position, only once per turn. Number 2, when this card is flipped face up, you can target 1 Ghost Trick card in your graveyard, set it to your field, but banish it when it leaves the field. Then you can change monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position up to the number of set cards you control. Now again, this effect would actually be really, really good and really, really useful if you could use and abuse it against Link monsters. So that is the one issue with the way Link monsters are currently working right now, is it does cause a lot of issues. However, this was just a quick little video to go over it. I'll go over the other card that we had as well, just going through some of my other pictures. So this is the brand new, basically, Lightning Vortex alongside Heavy Storm, and it is, as long as you control no face-up cards, you can activate one of the following effects. It's a normal spell. You get to destroy all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls, or you get to destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. So again, very, very kind of cool card that wipes your opponent's board completely. While the dog goes crazy in the background. In addition to all of this, before we finish this video, I just wanted to say a massive congratulations to Mario from YCS Dallas, who won that, taking on Rafael Naven in the final. It was Lunalight Pure versus Lunalight Orcust, and the Lunalight Orcust came out as the victor. So it's very, very interesting to see that with the ban list looming, will Orcust get absolutely nuked, or will we be seeing a slight hit on that? Not to mention that the top 4 was 2 Orcusts, being Romario and Rafael, and a Thunder Dragon and Sky Strikers. Then the top 16 was 57% Strikers, 31% Orcusts, 6% Thunder Dragons, and 6% Salamangreys. That being said, there was a couple of Striker Dracos, and then with the Orcusts there are of course the Lunalights, Cyber Dragons, and Pure as well. So it'll be interesting to see how it develops with the new ban list coming up. And of course with YCS London coming towards the end of the month, alongside Chaos Impact as well. Dual Devastator is due out this week as well, so that gives everyone access to the hand traps, not to mention some of the nice little ultra rare reprints as well. So definitely go pick them up if you are interested in any of those cards that have been reprinted. But the main point of this video was to kind of scream and shout about this new Dark Magician card as well, and all the Legendary Duelist cards. This card is insane. It lets you, like I said, as a FOT, during your opponent's turn using Chaos Magician or Black Chaos, or Black Chaos Max, and it is going to cause a lot of issues. I think it's going to be incredibly powerful. I can't wait for this set to drop in the UK or in the TCG in January. I'm certainly going to be picking up quite a few of these, because I'm going to want the Fusion, the Monsters, the Trap card, and of course this Spell card as well, which I think is amazing, and it makes the Chaos Max so much easier to play in a Dark Magician deck. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Just a quick breakdown of the brand new news stories that have hit the Yu-Gi-Oh world as of today. And we will be bringing you more videos as we go throughout the week, along with Duel Devastator opening. And then, of course, we've got a regional coming up this weekend that we'll be going to in London. And then we'll be moving on from there, because within the next couple of weeks, we do have a sneak peek for Chaos Impact. And then we have the Chaos Impact release date, which is the same week as YCS. So bring on those Hakai. 4 out of 8 secrets. Yay! My wallet is crying. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Dan here from War Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always guys, happy dueling.